for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears.
2026 Chicago Bears.
And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Williams starting with a pass here. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The right side hauled in by Komet. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Williams off the play fake. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Williams to throw on 3rd. It's on target to Moore. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bears.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. They'll cobble together a yard there. Jared Verse on the tackle.
Sometimes I just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Third down, here's Williams. In big trouble now and the ball is out. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Play action now for Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Drawn up for him. It's 3 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him facing 4th down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. To throw is Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Stop made by Braden Fitz.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. He gets loose down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown.
It's one of those situations, Kate, where it kind of just felt, actually it looked like they just assumed that other group was not going to go after that block and just make it a 7-0 game. You can never, ever assume anything at any point in this game. Got to have that sense of urgency to do your job, and they did not as that kick got blocked.
Cairo Santos.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Blake Corum now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw here for Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up second down.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging on to the football.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. 3rd and long now for Stafford. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Ethan Evans on that punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Picked up at the 38. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So we're through one. Our score, 6-0. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have second and pretty long here. Working from the gun, Williams finds him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Running behind center with Swift. He made the most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry?
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Williams to throw. Flying right side by Moore. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 5 on the play, and it'll be first down Bears.
That's good.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A draw now. This is Swift. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing a 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Pressure mid, and it's blocked. Picked up and on the move now inside the 20.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Rams set to go on offense once more. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Called in left side. And he drives it up to the 24. Devon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion here. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He'll work it a couple yards past the line. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Straight ahead with Williams. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First and 10 now from the 46. Another run for Williams. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford. Set up the screen. Here's Nakua. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Stafford from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Only a minute and 57 seconds left between us and halftime at this point. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All set to go now from the 35. Williams on 1st down. And this one is launched downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. Williams. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air yet again. Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Bears decide to call their forced timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Short pass brought in, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Williams to throw on first. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Williams again. Brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They are throwing it again. That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Santos now for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Bears 13, Rams nothing.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Corum now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 33-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Play action now for Stafford. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. And he busts those.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? And they'll throw 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are stopped and are going to have the football out beyond their own 30. All right, Defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Swift to start the drive. He dodged the tackle. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Down to the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears push their lead further to start the half. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
Right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Ben Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams trying to throw for it. He has it. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense. But he doesn't make it across, and the 2-point try fails. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. First and 10 from the 32. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams have the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and a yard at the Bears' 40-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Motion man sent left. On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And they bring him down around the 34. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A run with Williams. And only can get us a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Man in motion, headed right. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Screen here for Williams. He gets the 1st and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Stafford from the gun, and he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Rams 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the 4th quarter. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. And the Bears first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the ground, it's Manunga. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it with Manunga. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Williams with the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Bears first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down throw by Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And the shotgun to give to Swift. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
2-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Williams from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. The Rams headed out to the field now. And with where that punt stuck them, Brock, this is going to be tough to repeat the touchdown from their last drive. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin him back. It's a terrible field position. They run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Catch made over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Throwing now, Stafford. That finds Adams downfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 22, and that's going to be good for an LA first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down throw here for Stafford. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. Well, no gain on the play, just fine for the defense, so they're going to decline the flag and let that play stand.
That penalty is declined.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now Stafford to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here he goes, third and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completions. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here on fourth. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give them 9 and a successful conversion on fourth.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it down from 37. Stafford's going to throw once more. He's got Smith again. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Stafford throwing again. Dump off pass to Williams. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams now within 1 score in the fourth. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Nevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams trim the deficit down to 5.
Rams 14.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Blackwell now to return it. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They run with Swift. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll throw it. Has his man caught by Dunze. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears with a 5-point lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's got the 1st down for the Bears, Brock, and that should clinch them this win.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's a design run. So the Bears come away with a win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.